The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back to another episode of the Smart Degenerates. We are LA Stop Sports Investors. I'm your host, Rashard 90302, along with my guy, Jay Mesa and Mike G.
Hey.
Along with our special guest, Takeoff.
Yes.
What's good, fellas? It was a long weekend. A lot of shit came to fruition from the weekend. A lot of our picks and predictions went down the drain this weekend. So, fellas, what I guess I should ask y'all is, what did y'all see overall this weekend, and what do y'all want to dig into first as far as who was right and who was wrong about what? Because we did argue about a lot last week.
It's whatever, man. We can start. I'll say Tennessee.
You want to start with the Titans? That's cool. We can start with the Titans. Let's start.
Even though we know we really got somewhere else to be.
We can start right there. We can start with the Titans. Let's start with that brand new Marcus Mariota jersey. I see you.
Squad.
So where do we begin?
Well, let's start with a poll question. Will he be the starting quarterback next season?
It's not looking like it so far.
Or next week.
Or next week.
For sure.
What's going on with y'all organization?
Marcus will be back. Blaine Garrett looked trash, first of all. So, I got to say, I told y'all so. Nobody believed me. I told y'all we had the book on Houston, and we was 5-1 in the division at the house. They didn't believe me. What happened? Titans +3.
I definitely went against you guys.
You paid for it.
I didn't go against, but I was thinking Houston was going to win that game. I mean, y'all are y'all, man. Y'all not exactly the prettiest girl at the dance.
Hey, man, at home in the division, we are. You know, we had to get that fake punt. Fake punt got us a touchdown. We had no business winning that game, and we still put it out.
There it is.
Shenanigans.
Hey, the shenanigans. What we had to do, We were missing our 3 left tackles, and Marcus was out. He can't feel his fingers right now. So I think he'll play this week. We got a tough matchup in Jacksonville, but we'll get to week 2 a little bit later on in the show. Right now, we do want to say thank you to Morris Media for having us again. Shout out. Thank you for everybody tuned in. Feel free to give us a call, man. Again, 323-293-3375. We can talk week 2, week 3, anything you guys want to talk about. Feel free to give us a call. Let's go to another game.
Let's get to this Patriot game.
No, wait, let's not go Patriots just yet.
What about that?
Since we started with the Titans, because he was the sole correct person, let's also highlight how he was completely wrong about the Steelers versus Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. I took an L on that one. The Steelers, man, they got no defense, bro. They got no defense.
They don't look good over there in Pittsburgh. Don't look good over there.
That high-powered offense that the Chiefs got and no secondary, I pretty much figured that would happen.
And Steelers are just one of those teams that everybody keeps thinking they have a strong defense because they did 5 or 6 years ago.
That's when,
It's been cold as ice over there for a while now.
Especially in the secondary. The front 7 has been cool a couple of years, but the secondary
took a big L losing Shazier too last year.
Yep.
So also one of their key components, their core.
I mean, it looks like they're going backwards though.
So y'all not touching the Steelers this week either?
I'm going against them.
I would go against them. I wouldn't touch them at all.
Steelers are in shambles right now. I think the loss of Le'Veon has split the locker room, and AB feels he's not getting the ball. And I was listening to Keyshawn today, and the reason behind that is the offensive coordinator is gone. So there's a new offensive coordinator in town, and he's
been targeted the most in the NFL.
So what? It's the type of plays that they're running.
But what I'm saying is he's been bro, what are you doing with the ball? You've been targeted more than anybody in the league. It's not on the team, in the league.
It's the different type of plays. They're not drawing up those same deep bombs for him.
Juju's getting loose in the
spots.
Yeah, Juju's getting loose. Juju's
get it together, man.
So is the whole thing about to fall completely apart then?
I mean, all because they don't want to pay Le'Veon? Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, it's still too early to tell. You can't cry. They're only 1-0-1, so it's not like you can't just bury them just yet.
They don't got a Le'Veon.
So they're winless. Secondary. It's only been 2 games though. You know, it's
one of those games is against the Browns.
Yeah, they tied the Browns, which is kind of like a loss.
But it's not.
But it's not. You know, it goes down as a tie, so they actually only have 1 loss. You can't.
I only said they were winless. You know.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I think it's just too early to write them off. They got Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay this week, and I think they could go in there and win that. It's only a 1-point spread, so you know Vegas says that they can hang in there or win the game. You know, they still do have.
That just sounds sad.
They do have what
to the Bucks. They can hang in there or maybe win the game. It's not
the way the Bucks are playing.
Usual.
Hey, the Bucks are hot, number one, and also I think that's Vegas overvaluing the Bucks. I think the Bucks are getting overvalued this week at -1. I mean, or +1 against.
I mean, I wouldn't say too much overvalue because they have put in the work to get value right where they are, but it's like we really know who they really are.
Okay,
we just waiting on. We just kind of waiting on them.
And
they did put up 48 points at the Saints, and they did hand this guy's team.
Whoa.
Did it not happen?
Let's talk about let's get into that game. Okay. That was an L for most people. I didn't touch that game, but I did pick Philly. And Tampa Bay 27-21. Buccaneers won. What's up, Eagle fan? With your jersey? Tell me what happened.
Oh man, defense didn't look too good. Secondary was getting blown out. Deshaun Jackson had a breakout game. Mike Evans, Fitzpatrick was Fitzmagic.
Yeah.
Basically, we couldn't get nothing going on offense. We had a little fight in the end of the game coming back, but couldn't do it to win.
Yeah, only lost by 6, but you know.
Super Bowl hangover or no?
Nah, the Wentz wagon is back. So.
I gotta admit to that too. They're about to look way better with Wentz than Foles. Foles is not he. I saw in the preseason he wasn't it, and Fitz. We could talk about that too a little on further on the show. Eagles this week getting Wentz back
against the Colts.
We can get into the game. I know you want to talk about racial.
There we go.
We don't even have our resident
New England
Homer here today.
New England, Styles, where you at?
Not
call
a coincidence, Styles.
Jay Sean, call in. I know y'all watching. Call in. Let's talk about them Patriots. I mean, it was an L.
No.
Go ahead, Rasher. No, let's let Rasher start. Let's let Rasher start. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rasher.
It was an L. One I was argued down about. When I heard all the usual stuff you hear, they got Tom and all this with a 1-point spread, and I was like, nah. Did y'all see the AFC Championship? That game was won until like 3 or 4 minutes left where the Jags boofed it. I'm not even gonna sit up here and act like I knew that Blake Bortles was gonna come in here and have a party like he did, but I figured the Jags, based on what I seen last year in the AFC Championship, and them being at home, they could win this game. If it was in Foxborough, I would have won with Tom. Hold on, I can't even lie. I ended up going with Tom at the last minute.
He ended up taking the Patriots.
Literally at kickoff after all that. I was with my buddies. I kind of got swayed, but I say that to say this. Stick with your gut.
You know what's funny? Mike mentioned it twice that we both said we like the Jags. We're going to take the Patriots.
Yeah. So stick with your guns. That's all I can say about that. But I did tell these guys and they were so adamant about telling me that Tom was going to do it. But until Tom get Edelman back, until we see what Josh Gordon is really going to do, I don't think the Patriots just yet. They'll probably ease into it around Thanksgiving or December and beat those Patriots.
They got the same problem the Steelers have, where they sound like they're supposed to have a good defense. You think they're going to have one. But they don't got a good defense either.
Because we got to remember Nick Foles carved them up. The last time we seen them.
Right. Well, no, my opinion of the game was just pretty much that it was the Patriots -1. So if you can ever get Tom Brady even at the spread, man, they win most of their games. They usually go 12-3, 13-3.
But like I was saying, what about this particular? It goes back to the matchup, like you be saying. Yeah. So they can more than it is probably an 80-70% bet to take them -1, but those other 2 or 3 times you got to realize who they playing.
Well, hey man, it was Tom Brady. Hey, I had to take him even. It was an L on the day, but they did cover second half. And what you got to always remember is the Patriots don't play good in Florida in hot weather. Yep. They're a cold weather team. They're used to Foxborough. It's always cold there. So when they get into hot weather, humid, You know, they're not ready for that Miami. It was like 100
Not
degrees
in
on the field.
September, at least for
So
sure.
that was something we should have factored in that we didn't. That humidity in Miami and Florida is really real. They're going to struggle when they play the Dolphins, too. That's another game to look out for.
That was our problem, too, playing in Tampa Bay.
On the flip side, when those teams have to go to play the Patriots or go play
In December.
Pittsburgh in December, it's snowing outside, 5 below. You got to know, y'all been playing in the
Pretty
summer basically all year. You're not ready for this.
Regular weather or hot weather city or state, that team is going to have problems in November, December.
Especially
Going to the
flying
East
cross
Coast.
country over there. Like, you could be here practicing as the Chargers. It's 85 degrees outside in December. It's cool. You hop on that plane, and now it's 50. It's just not the same kind of thing.
Totally different.
Right. Okay.
I did give y'all. I did, I should have worn my jersey today because we did get that W.
Yeah.
We being the Niners. But unfortunately for y'all, if y'all listen to me, good job. I told you that I didn't trust us covering by a touchdown against even the Lions. Just because we're not there yet. We got a lot of injuries. We're young.
Right.
Jimmy G is not looking like he's worth 120, bro. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Jimmy G's baby Brady, man.
No, he's not.
I like
like you said about Deshaun Watson. They got the film out there.
Right.
now.
I did say that. The film is out on Jimmy G, but I did take the Lions this weekend plus the 6. I felt that
He's missing some receivers, though. He doesn't have 2 starting wide receivers, basically.
Yeah, right.
So if he gets them back, maybe we can start cooking a little bit.
When are they done for a while? Or when they come
No, I
back?
think Goodwin's going to be back soon.
Speedster.
And then,
Over the top guy.
and he's the security blanket guy. Like, all right, he can make the catch that most people can't make. Throwing it to everybody else,
Can
it's a
get
little
that
more.
separation that everybody else can't.
Wait. Not to cut y'all off, but we got breaking news. Touchdown Browns. Baker Mayfield.
Baker. Tyrod.
Baker Mayfield is time.
Baker is 11 for 15.
He just got in the
141
game
yards.
tonight. For those of you who don't know, it's Thursday Night Football. We have the Browns versus the Jets.
Hey, so wait a minute. Do we owe the Bills coach from last year an apology for yanking Tyrod? Because not even a year later, he's yanked again.
No,
So,
He
because
wasn't necessarily yanking.
last year he was
went
the
off
best,
with an injury today.
the best Bills had.
Nah, he
and
got
he
yanked.
took them to the playoffs.
We seen what happened. Look,
He went to the playoffs.
but
I'm not going to give
playoffs.
Baker Mayfield a bunch of credit because he scored a touchdown.
Bro, Baker's
you
the
didn't,
real
you
deal.
haven't been watching the game, bro.
Baker's the real deal. He's 11 for 15 right now.
And not just dinking and dunking. He's
141.
like,
141.
bro.
Okay,
on, bro.
but you're comparing a quarterback who hasn't played in the league yet, so there's no film,
film.
No film.
versus
No
this
film.
guy they've been watching him
But
play
some
and
of-
they're
but-
planning for it.
The
But if you
throws
watch
are the
Baker
throws,
Mayfield-
like they weren't locking Tyrod Taylor up. He's throwing balls into the dirt, overthrowing people.
there's
throwing
no
the
film
ball.
All
on Sam
three of y'all
Darnold
play
as well.
football, right?
But
And
there's no
play
film on
defense.
Sam Darnold
Yeah.
as well.
You as playing cornerback, you got a brand new quarterback out there, a rookie. Are you playing the receiver the same way you were if you had a veteran quarterback, or are you looking to
Regardless,
pick
I'm
shit
gonna
off?
play it the
Yeah,
same
you
way.
should
Yeah,
play him the
he's
same.
playing the same.
No,
Play the
I
same
hear
way.
what you're gonna say, but is that really what you do on the field?
You can't
You don't
doubt
have a
I would
nobody.
more
letdown.
so
You can't
to what you're trying to
underestimate nobody.
say.
You have to
Like
play the
I would
same
probably
way.
be fooled by a quarterback. Like if it's a rookie and I'm a DB, maybe by his arm power, like I didn't know he can make that throw, so maybe I got to play up a little tighter or something like that. But I don't think.
If the Browns end up getting blown out by the end of the game, are you still going to feel like Baker should start from going forward, or
Yes.
is it still
Yes.
Tyrod's team?
Because he
when
don't
you
play
get home,
defense.
watch
He
the
don't play
game.
defense. If they get blown out, that won't be Baker's fault.
But
So
like
did Tyrod Taylor give up 14 points in the second quarter?
no, but he was
Tyrod
looking
Taylor
bad.
couldn't manufacture 12.
He was
points,
like
though.
1 for 8 with 2 yards, bro.
He got him 3.
He was missing.
That was like a-
no, that was Baker.
That was Baker that got that 3.
He was in before even halftime?
yeah,
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Tyrod was out here
Got
speaking
yanked.
it up, bro.
he had a fake injury, but he had to get yanked, bro.
Yeah, let you go out ceremoniously.
Yeah, right.
Can't make it look too bad, but
So what's the play call? You hurt your elbow on 3.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Get him out of here.
Exactly. Well, now let's
Oh,
will it
look
back
at the
in. Let's
stats.
will it back in. Let's will it back in.
Wait,
Let's
wait.
go to the.
He's 4 for 14 in the first half?
Yeah, bro. He got yanked, bro.
You got to get out of there.
He's
the
out
same
there.
stuff he was pulling in Buffalo, but he was managing to sneak into a wild card, so everybody was hyped. But
Mayfield's averaging 9.4 yards a catch. Or a throw, I guess you could say. but
Tempe's
a
getting it
reception.
downfield.
If
Right.
he's going to throw for first downs every throw, then I guess I can't be mad at him.
Sit your ass down.
And they went for the 2-point conversion, and they got it.
Tie game.
So look, I know we're talking about last week, but I gotta tell y'all, I was already looking tricky in this game. Chasing first half, looking at all this other stuff, taking adjusted lines. The first bet I was on and took was Browns -3. If I leave it alone at Browns -3, I'm just looking at 1 unit, and it's still in play as of right now.
But
Instead, I bet on the first quarter over 7.5. They both didn't score. That's a loss. I bet on. I bet on first half Cleveland. That's a loss. I bet on first half over 20. That was a loss.
I don't mean to bring something from outside the group chat onto the show, bro, but we just talked about not taking the game.
Hey, I took
narrowing
first half
it
Jets.
down.
I took first half Jets in full game under. So I mean,
and then you took the second half. Look at y'all,
and I
real
took
degenerates.
Breaking all the rules.
I took as degenerate as it is. I did get in the car with Cleveland, so I can't really complain about it.
Well, the pick is a pick. You make one and you walk away.
You make one. So I made my pick. Hey, Jets first half hit. The under still looking okay, and I got Cleveland second half.
So
we got Cleveland cooking.
But it's like if Cleveland ends up winning the game
14,
by
14.
3, 4, 5, whatever they win, if they cover, it just goes back to trust your first pick and don't try to overthink
offset it or nothing.
We'll talk about more about my bad weekend, but again, you got to know what you're good at and what you're not good at. Like, why am I taking all this other random... I didn't bet all week. Why am I trying to jump in here 200 down, 45 units down, trying to be creative and cute about it? You got to just know what you know.
Know what you know. Okay, before we wrap up last week, let's finish off with that Giants-Cowboy game. Sunday night special.
Something.
You know, after a full day of football, you know, some of you were chasing, some of you were not. We had the Sunday night special. Giants, Cowboys.
And this is a smart degenerate law. Never take a game strictly because it's the only game on at the time. I think a lot of people fell into that because coming into the game, a lot of people didn't know whether the Giants or the Cowboys could actually win the game. But it was left as the only thing on the menu. And as a degenerate, you sit there, I'm not going to take it, I'm not going to take it. It's about 5:15. You take somebody.
Right.
And if you took...
sell yourself on them Giants.
So either stay away.
Giants is looking real tricky.
I stayed away, yeah. What's up with the Giants?
Odell wasn't looking...
The offensive line is what's up. And
it's terrible.
Saquon Barkley led in receiving that game over Odell Beckham.
Yeah, so they couldn't get Odell the ball. The line looks terrible. He gave up, another 6 sacks?
Another 6 sacks.
He's getting
and they got
demolished.
J.J. Watt and Clowney coming in this weekend, so I don't know how that's
exactly what I went with.
yeah, that Giants O-line just isn't looking that great. So, yeah, I stayed away from that game for the first half. I did jump on Giants second half, which did hit. If you followed them the full way through, you know.
But in foresight, because obviously it hit in hindsight. But what would have made you? What did you see in the first half of that game that made you get in the car with them for the second half?
Well, they were losing. They were losing 10-0 at the half. So they were down by 10, and then they were also plus 2.5 for the second half. So that's a full game combined total of plus 12.5. So then you just ask yourself, like before the game, if I can get the Giants plus 12.5, would you take it or not?
Gotcha.
And it's like kind of like, yeah, I'll take the Giants 12.5. Especially they were losing. And then what Vegas will do too, if you watch that spread on the second half, it was like 2.5. So they always make it so it's like, oh, field goal is worth 3. They'll be up by a field goal.
Right.
And then they tie, and then, they cover by the plus 2. So, yeah, look for the team who's not that sorry to come back in the second half if they had a bad first half.
And?
I.e. tonight, Cleveland. Go ahead.
All of you... So, look, second half bets are all fine and dandy. I would just say, for you live bettors out there, you got to be careful. You hit the second half on, I won't call it a fluke, but some bullshit happened.
They got the onside kick. Shout out to the onside kick.
But let me tell you what happened. I went and looked at, I hadn't really bet on that game, but I thought I was going to be, smartest guy in the room. Fourth quarter, I'm leaving the homie's house to go home. I see a live bet, Dallas minus 9.5. I'm like, all right, it's 10-20. This game is over.
Mm-hmm.
Giants can't do shit. Driving home, cut the radio on. Onside kick, field goal. Fuck you, Giants.
Yeah.
Cook my 10.
Yep.
Hit the second half.
Terrible beat.
But the whole thing about it is like you said. Do I think they're gonna lose by 12.5? What else can happen over the course of this game? All right, it's a good bet. Ultimately, that was going to be a bum fight. You got to learn to stay away from the bum fights.
Yeah.
Or if you don't feel passionate about it, why are you taking it? Why are you trying to take this game right now, Sunday night?
Yeah, and
there's more football tomorrow. And there's baseball. There's everything.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, and that's another thing you guys have to do. You don't have to take the game before it starts every time just to take it. You can watch the first half and just take the second half. You know, you can get a good observation of a game
or just
half.
Research it. Like,
or research it.
I've decided Giants are trash. Therefore, against Houston with the awesome D line, I got Eli getting sacked 4 or 5 times again.
Right. Most definitely.
Okay, so that's a good transition.
And Clowney coming on.
So speaking of Houston and the Giants, let's get into some Week 3 football. Week 3 did start today. We have the Jets.
And real quick, for anybody out there, if you're listening, we are about to talk about this upcoming week. Please call in the Smart Degenerates Radio here at Morris Media Live. It's 323-293-3375. Patch you right in. Sorry, go ahead, bro.
Oh yeah, no, you have to plug the phone number. Yeah, feel free to call in, guys. But yeah, let's talk about some Week 3. It did kick off tonight. We got Jets at Browns. Spread was Browns -3. It's currently tied 14-14. Now, this is a very interesting game because the Browns haven't won in 2 years. And they were the favorites. So, some people were like, the audacity of Vegas to make the Browns the favorite.
Obviously, they see something.
They come out slow. They don't have any points. They go down 14-0. Then, all of a sudden, Tyrod goes down. Baker's in, and now it's 14-14. Tell me what you think. Go ahead, Rachel. Jump in there. What you think about this game? What you think about
roller coaster of emotions? Obviously, I took the Browns when they were down 14-0. I was like, I shouldn't have rode in the car with them. But that was until that boy from Oklahoma came in and like clockwork switched shit around. Shout out to Skip Bayless, who said he should have been there since day one.
Yeah,
Skip ain't always wrong for those out there.
Right.
But yeah, now we back at 0. We back at 0-0, so it's a new game. But if Baker Mayfield would have played since the beginning, who knows where we would be right now? We'd probably be covering right now. But
hey, it's a long game. It's a long game. Fourth quarter just started, and Jets got the ball 30-10 going in on Cleveland's 45. So yeah, that was a very interesting game. I took the under on that and the Jets first half. So we'll see how that pans out. Okay, so let's get into some other games this week. We got some good ones, man. I want to get y'all takes on it and who you like in each game.
Talk them Saints and the Falcons.
Yeah, we can start right there in the ATL, shouty. The dirty. We got Matty Ice at the house versus Drew.
I'm going to take an early vote for the Saints. I'm not going to get into all the reasons why. I'm just going to tell you that I feel like they're due for a better game. I think they're one of the better teams in the NFC on paper. It's just been tough sledding to kind of start the season out. So
has it with Cleveland and Tampa Bay?
Yeah, in terms of them being the Saints.
Well, really, their defense just looks shitty, man. That first game against fucking Fitzpatrick, he put up 4 touchdowns, passing, 1 rushing, some wild shit. That Saints defense isn't looking great at all.
I mean, Tyrod came in there and lit him up.
I only put up 18 points.
Hey, man, tell that to the coverage.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a lot of points for Tyrod. Fucking weak ass Tyrod. No, he's not that weak, but Baker's just better. Yeah. So, who you like this week, Mace?
I'm going Saints.
Saints. Who you like, Rachel?
Out of that game, I would have to go Atlanta.
Definitely going Atlanta at the house.
Mm-hmm.
Last week they went 4 for 4 in the red zone.
Julio and Sanu against that secondary.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints, man. I think anytime you can get
Atlanta over.
The over looks good.
The over definitely looks good. It's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah, the over looks good. But I think I got to go with Drew Brees at the house, man. I mean, on the road, +3. I think that's a low spread. They're underdog.
Drew doesn't play good on the road.
I mean, but Atlanta's right there. That's not really road. That's a quick flight. They might even take the bus.
It's not a home game.
It's not a home game.
There's going to be a lot of Saints fans there. I bet you that.
It's going to be more red than gold.
Hey, man. The dirty is right there.
It's a dome.
Hey,
we played a dome.
They're not sleeping in that
yeah.
the night before, bro.
We could.
The routine is not the same.
Hey, man.
Coach, let's just stay here Saturday night. We'll get over there first thing Sunday morning.
Come on, bro. Hey, it's going to be a lot of Saint fans there, number one. Number two, Drew Brees playing a dome. It's a dome. And he's got an arm, bro.
He was playing in the dome when Fitzpatrick came in there and cracked him.
And he put up 40. He don't play defense.
He's not going to be playing defense.
He didn't put up enough points either.
Okay. So, I mean, we're going to see, man. My pick is the Saints. Y'all got Falcons. Me and Mace got Saints. Cool. Next game. Now, you know what? Before we get into the rest of these games, let's take a quick break. It's 8 o'clock. It's actually 7:58. We'll be right back at 8 o'clock. We're going to take a quick break, really quick.
BRB. Welcome back from break. LA's top sports investors. We are the Smart Degenerates. Here to recap week number 3.
Hey, week 3's here, man.
Welcome back to Smart Degenerates. My man Rachel did say that, but I want to remind y'all again.
Let my man reiterate.
We do a live sports podcast every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. here at Morris Media Studios. You can follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook at Smart Degenerates, and YouTube. You can find us at Smart Degenerates. So,
subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that bell.
Easy call.
Easy call.
Also, if you want merch, come see Mace. Unless your name is Tasia, then you may not get any.
Facts. Well, yeah, fellas, let's get back into week 3, man. We kind of went over Saints Falcons briefly. There's another interesting game on the menu. Mace, your Niners going to Arrowhead against the Red Hot Chiefs right now. How you feeling?
I don't think that's going to be interesting.
I feel great about it. So look, let me tell you right now.
Chicken.
No way. I'm calling upset alert right here, right now.
Upset alert.
I'm calling Homer.
Go ahead. Let's hear.
Have y'all not? In the last 2 weeks, I have not been saying take the Niners. They're gonna blow somebody. Against the Lions, I said we're not gonna cover a touchdown.
That was the Lions.
This is the Chiefs, and I'm telling you, we're gonna rise to the occasion. And Andy Reid always tricks it, bro. I'm not buying into it. We got him.
I'm gonna spare my vocal cords and just say the Chiefs are gonna blow the doors off them, and that's just how it's gonna be.
Blow the doors. What's your score? What's your final score?
At least by 10. I'd say
35-12.
I think we're gonna win by 7. Personally,
bro, how are y'all?
Bet it.
A score, a realistic score.
I got a friendly dub or blunt.
30 to 14.
30 to 14.
Said 35.
Wait, you guys realize the Chiefs don't have any defense either? They did give up 37 to
Yeah, Chiefs don't have any defense. You're tripping, bro. 30 to 14. The Niners, their defense, okay.
We only gave up 24 to the Lions.
To the Lions.
Man,
I'm gonna have to adjust that
Stafford got
score.
weapons. They got Tate and some other fools out there.
No,
32-21, and 21 is being lenient to y'all.
So you're taking the Chiefs, safe to say, this weekend.
Safe. The doors will be blown off.
Okay, put Ratio down for the Chiefs.
I got Ratio.
I'm honestly
In
feeling.
parentheses, put the doors will be blown off.
I'm honestly kind of feeling the 49ers. Like we said, the first 2 games, they've been the underdog and covered. But this game, they're a 6.5 point favorite. I think Vegas is overvaluing them here. They
Vegas
coming
is
off
overvaluing
they're-
the Chiefs?
Yeah, they're overvaluing them. They had 2 good games. Mahomes has been on fire.
I think
He's
the
got
Chiefs
10
were
touchdowns.
undervalued in those first 2 games.
Right, but now they're overvalued. Yeah, he's got 10 touchdowns, no picks. But Jimmy G is no slouch, man. Jimmy G is baby Brady, so I think they'll be able to move the chains.
Numbers up like Mahomes.
He's not though, but look, he'll be able to move the chains to keep Mahomes off the field, and the Niners will be able to get in the end zone. So I think they could cover here. I can
missing
see
a few pieces over
Yeah,
there.
I can see 24-28.
Jimmy G doesn't have the personnel that
Yeah, he
Mahomes
doesn't have the personnel to do. What
He put up
Put it
28
like
this week.
bro. Tyreek Hill could be up 14-0 before you even think about it.
Jimmy G comes back and gets 7.
No.
To who?
Bro.
To whoever. You didn't know who Tyreek Hill was until he started
Oh,
doing
yes,
it.
we did.
Well, he's a speedster, yeah, and they're balling, but I think 6.5 is a heavy spread because you got to remember week 1,
Bro.
the 49ers went to Minnesota and they were +6 there and they almost covered that spread. They didn't, but I think it's tougher to play in Minnesota
fumble on the goal line and a pick six.
And it's tougher to play in Minnesota than Arrowhead, and they hung in there. I think I like the Niners here. Put me down for Niners.
Davion, I'm assuming you're on the Chiefs as well.
Most
Chiefs by touchdown. Cool. Okay.
Blown the door
The
off.
door's off.
Blowout. Okay.
Blowout.
Let's move it on.
35-12.
Okay.
Raiders, Dolphins.
Raiders, Dolphins.
Don't-
Raiders
don't
gotta
even
get it
touch it.
right, man. For
Nope.
some reason,
Don't even.
I'm going
that's a
Miami.
no. That's
a
a no.
bum
That's a no
fight.
touch. It's a
I'm
bum
going
fight,
Miami
bro.
for sure.
Because let me just tell you why. My motto: we can't even say definitively who's going to win the game, like let alone cover the spread of the game.
I think this is the Raiders. This is their
Raiders.
one.
Coming across
This is their
country
one.
on the
I would have
road
to
in
take
hot
it.
Miami. You
Yeah.
think this is the one?
Yeah, I think this is their one, man. I
they
think
gotta get it right. They gotta get it right.
you know, they had a good first
continue
half.
to do
They
it.
had a good first half against the Rams. They had a good full game against Denver. They were winning the whole game until the last
So
second.
they have a first half and
And a
a
full
quarter of good football.
No, a full game. They played a good full game against Denver. They were winning the whole game and lost by a field goal at the end. So they've actually played a good game and a half. You know, and you can't really count the Rams.
But can they rush the passer?
No, they
Which is
cannot.
why
rush
John
the
Gruden
passer.
is on TV talking about it. Boy, it
Yeah.
would be good to have
Hey,
a nice
that
pass
shame
rusher.
on
I
him.
bet it fucking would.
Hey, that shame
Nah,
on.
fuck that. Fuck that.
What?
I think the Raiders want to lose every game this season and make it look as good as possible so they get the
I don't
number
think
one pick.
that at all
Every game?
equates to
They gotta hang Gruden.
Every game.
Fuck.
What is
Raiders
your
suck,
reasoning
man.
behind that theory?
I think Gruden is here to tear this shit down, and then whatever happens, happens.
Oh, for Vegas.
For Vegas, for whatever, yeah.
He want to go in Vegas,
Number one
completely
pick.
rebuild.
He's going to pick up his favorite quarterback target, trade off Derek Carr, and get some pieces and picks. I think this is a. If we win a game, it was an accident.
No, they just
An
gave
accident.
him $100 million, didn't they?
Yeah.
If he coaches all 10 years,
No, I'm
first of all,
talking
I don't
about
think-
David Carr. Didn't he just get $100 million?
Yeah, David Carr
like
did
a-
get
like a
100
season.
million.
Yeah.
I mean, Derek Carr, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek Carr
I
has a
think
good
he
2
go-
more seasons. He has a good 2 more
But
seasons.
to his defense, he's not the problem, though.
No, he's not.
Derek
the problem.
Carr is on par with like Kirk Cousins to me.
And he's good.
Talented, he can make the throws, but he's for sure
Kirk Cousins is better
in
than
a
that.
panic.
Yeah, Kirk
Better.
Cousins is definitely better than
I'll give you that. I'll say he's better. So again, I saw what Kirk Cousins did in the This is the Redskins West right now.
True.
They're
The
trashy.
Raiders?
The Raiders are trashy. Even though they got players who got names, I just don't think they're trying to win. Look they're worse in their division for sure.
Who, Raiders?
Raiders,
Yeah.
Chargers better, Chiefs better.
What about the Broncos?
Broncos better.
Broncos just beat them, so I'm
Broncos
gonna go Broncos
better.
are better.
Okay, yeah.
But
Broncos
hey,
are
they
2-0
could
this year,
have. They
right?
could have beat them. Raiders should have beat them.
Could have, should have.
They should have beat them.
They took
Yeah.
the foot off the.
Well, if that's the case,
Yeah, they
then we
should-
should have beat the Vikings. Jimmy G shouldn't have thrown a pick six, and then we would have been right there.
And the Browns should
And that's
have
why
2
everyone-
wins.
And that's why. And the Browns should have 2 wins.
Man, shoulda, woulda,
Coulda.
coulda.
But hey, the Browns did cover those first 2 games though.
Scoreboard.
They covered the first 2 games off.
All right. What else is on the menu?
Next, this is a good one. We got
Wait,
Buffalo.
did we get a definitive? So I'm the only one on the Dolphins?
No, y'all. I'm the only one on the Raiders.
I took the Raiders.
Oh, Rachel no picked it.
I'm not picking this.
I
game.
took Raiders.
I'm trying to
Devin
get
took-
into the habit of not taking the bullshit or not even speaking on it.
But hypothetically,
Please give
I'm
it
not
out
saying
to
I'm
my
going.
dudes.
I'm not going to take the. I don't know if I am or not, but right now I like the Raiders.
Yeah, well,
I think that's a
hypothetically,
game they
the
can win.
Dolphins-
Miami is just right there in the middle of the pack with them.
I just think Miami's the better team.
I'm
I
not
thought
even.
it was-
Well, the better team doesn't win all the time.
Not all the time.
I'm not even going to ask y'all to even
Doors.
Because the answer should be unanimous.
What?
If you say anything else, I'm leaving.
Oh, well, yeah.
Vikings versus Bills.
Vikings, Bills. Yeah, I think we were all on board for the Vikings.
I don't care if they don't cover. You better take the 17 points with the Vikings.
Same thing with the Chiefs. That game is going to be a half of a version of what that's going to be.
Don't disrespect the Niners and put them in the same boat as the Bills.
I'm disrespecting the Niners against these Chiefs in this matchup.
Hey, you're not going to load up on the Chiefs. I bet you that.
I'm going to take them, though.
Yeah, you're going to take them. You ain't going to load up.
Hey, man,
I guarantee you.
We only supposed to be betting one unit anyway, so ain't no loading up supposed to be.
Well, I mean, if you're so sure that they're going to blow the doors off.
I'm sticking to the script, one unit.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, one unit. Turn it down.
We might as well get into the home favorite.
Yeah, hey, low key, no, I like Vikings. I think
after all of that,
Vikings, most definitely.
No, but you can't disrespect the Niners and say they're in the same boat as the.
They're not.
This particular week they are.
No, they're not, bro. You're way overvaluing the Chiefs.
We already played the Vikings and they didn't beat us by 17. So the Chiefs
but
are not
what y'all would tell me with a comment like that is that every team is different. It's matchups and all that, so that don't have nothing to do with.
So look, we don't have enough time left in the show to get into all the reasons why we think you're wrong. We're all taking the Vikings, right? We're all going to take the Vikings.
Yeah, we're all taking the Vikings. Hey, Bills stink. Consensus. Okay, Eagles.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man? Y'all got
wagon is back.
Andrew Luck, T.Y. pulling up.
Eagles next game.
Eagles got Carson Wentz.
I like the Colts by +7.
You like the Colts +7? What's your pick?
There's always got to be one guy. I just said it's going to be the Eagles consensus.
What is it?
Yeah. I don't even like the Eagles like that.
Why do you like the Colts?
I just don't like the Eagles like that.
Exactly.
I think they're going to win 8 games this year.
But this particular week, what's going to happen?
8 games?
I like the Colts +7. Personally, I think the NFC is all going to be 8 and 9, 10. 9,
We're definitely breaking double
9.
digits.
Definitely?
Definitely.
I'm going to have to see how you guys do against Dallas.
Bro, they gonna,
Dallas?
That division looks trash.
I know.
We're not worried about nobody in the division.
Dallas looks trash.
So your pick is Indy. Your pick is Philly.
Philly.
I gotta go Philly, man. Getting Carson Wentz back, bro. That defense is serious, and they're gonna be way better offensively with Carson Wentz in there.
I hope he's ready to go.
My pick is Philly -6.5. Next game on the menu, we got that bad man Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers going to Washington to play the Redskins. Green Bay's favorite by 3 right now. Richard, how you feeling about that?
Like they'll win by at least 6, 7, 4, between 4 and 7. This is not going to be.
So Richard's pick is Green Bay. Mace, what's your pick?
Why don't you guys go first?
Okay, I'll go. I will go with the word. I'm going to go Redskins on this one too.
There we go.
We got Alex Smith at home. He's not terrible. He's got AP in the backfield,
but he's not.
And we got a hobble.
AP ain't been seen since week 1.
We got a hobble. We got a hobble. Aaron Rodgers, man. I think he's good when he can play healthy, but he's not healthy.
We have a hobbled Redskins as a whole.
Packers are pretty hobbled. You just have A-Rod out there. So I guess he overcomes everything. See, everybody pretends like the Packers are better than they are just because of A-Rod. Mm-hmm. He's like one of the most overvalued teams without producing results. You would think he had 4 fucking rings.
Who, besides only 1 or 2 players, have 4
I'm
rings?
just saying the way y'all talk about A-Rod.
He's the best quarterback in the league.
Hands down.
Might be the best quarterback of all time.
What?
Talent-wise, not stats.
We're gonna have to create like a second podcast where we can go for like 3 hours.
Right. Yeah, because we got to keep it going.
I'm fucking fighting that aggressively.
Rachel's going Packers. Mace, you're going Redskins.
Packers.
Okay, so we got 2 Packers, 2 Redskins on that one.
So we got a lot of splits so far. What about Bengals versus Panthers?
Whew. I wouldn't touch that one.
I'm gonna pick that one.
You wouldn't ride with your squad?
They can lose that game or they can win it, but I don't know. So
3 is close. It's close. We're here to make money, not cheerlead, right? So,
right.
I wouldn't touch it. I would feel like personally, it's more games that I could put my attention on. Mm-hmm. That game is kind of like to me like the Cowboys and Seahawks.
But if that game was the only game on the schedule,
I would just say Panthers just because that's my team.
Killer
so you would make a homer pick.
I like Bengals. I think Bengals have a good chance of going in to upset them. Panthers,
Carolina.
But Olsen's still out, right? He's still banged up.
Mm-hmm. So our defenses are strength.
Mm-hmm. Bengals they look good right now. They're flowing early. It's early season.
I don't trust these Bengals.
Let's get through the first 4 or 5 games of the season.
Exactly,
and
and see where the Bengals going to be.
Exactly.
Shady.
All right, Titans.
Okay, Titans. I see no spread right here because Marcus. We don't know if Marcus is playing or not. That's going to determine the spread. But
Y'all won the game he didn't play and lost the game he did play. So hopefully the coach notices.
Nah, this is going to be a tough game for us anyway. Going into Jacksonville, they're on fire right now. Our defense is cooking.
Hey,
we're missing a left tackle.
I think Fournette should be back out there ready to go this week.
Listen.
But I will say though, our defense will be able to. He's not going to carve us like he did the Patriots. I guarantee you that.
Listen,
guarantee you that.
All I'm saying is this time before kickoff, I'm taking the Jags, and I will hit.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
You said the same thing about Houston.
But yeah,
So you're taking Titans.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I got to see the spread first, and if Marcus,
I don't have to see none
Let's
of
say
that.
the spread is 2.
2.
Because Jacksonville looks like they're the favorite right now.
Definitely the favorite.
No, I saw
it was
6.5 on one site.
Oh, that's right. It moved. I forgot.
ESPN has nothing, but it's all going to be with if Marcus plays or not, and if Marcus plays or not, and what the number is, because we did sweep Jacksonville last year. We beat them twice.
Do that.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, our defense is going to lock Bortles up. He's going to be able to do something, but he ain't going to cook us like he cooked Tom Brady and him. So we see him twice a year. We know him. We got the book on him. But we'll see, though. We're going to wait on that spread. Let's get to the next game, a game I like.
Score alert, really quickly, folks. We got a score
I
alert.
didn't want you to say nothing about it.
No?
Why? We're looking at it.
Left.
Touchdown
Cleveland. It's
Cleveland.
going to happen.
Touchdown Cleveland. They are now covering the spread. 21-17. Cleveland second half. Wait.
Baker
I
Mayfield,
tell you,
17 for
Baker just got that job.
201.
You're not out the woods yet, but hey, that's just a score alert.
Just like a picture with a no-hitter. Just don't even talk about it.
Oh, man, come on. No
action.
Yeah, I need no touchdown party Jets. But next game, let's go. Baltimore hosting the Broncos. Ravens are currently minus 5.5. Spread opened up at 4.5. In this game, I think Ravens play a lot better at home. I like Flacco. That offense, they seem to do better at home. I'm actually going to take the Ravens on this one to win by touchdown.
I
How you feel about that, bro?
I took the Ravens this week as well. They played bad last week. Think they should bounce back?
Yeah. They play. What you thinking, Mason?
I want to agree with you.
Thank you.
My mind says that the Ravens are going to cover at the house. But I could see Broncos going in there and cracking them. Absolutely.
So what's your pick?
No pick.
No pick. Ratio, what's your pick?
The Broncos.
Broncos. So we got 2 Ravens, Broncos, and a no pick. Okay. Why do you like the Broncos?
I like the Broncos because the only thing that the Ravens have shown me was they just bullied on the Bills, which is just the punk of the yard right now. And then in that most recent game,
They couldn't stop AJ Green.
Stop AJ Green and the Bengals, bro.
touchdowns.
So I don't think that I would put my faith in them this.
And I don't no faith in Flacco. I want him to lose his job already.
This is a home game in Baltimore. So,
but I mean, Flacco is.
But what's the current spread? You said it was like 5,
5.5.
5.5.
Yeah, like they could probably win by a field goal on some like goofy shit.
They can win by a touchdown.
Yeah, they can win the game because Denver. Like the only reason that I'm not so all the way in Denver's car, as far as if it was my cheese, Denver does have to take that cross country trip. All the way to Baltimore.
Come to home of the wire.
But it's not that far from Colorado. I mean, it's across country, but Denver's already kind of in the middle of the country.
But it's
so they got about 3 hours. You know.
But with all that said, I would still have to ride with the Broncos. I'm not trusting Flacco.
No way. We're opposite on that one. Okay. I love the Ravens this week.
I really wouldn't touch that game though. Personally,
I'm touching it.
Really gamble, yeah.
I'm touching it, and I got Ravens minus 5.5. Like that up. So right now, for sure, I'm going to go Vikings Ravens. You can mark me down for those 2 that I'm taking for sure this weekend. Next game, we got Giants at the Houston Texans.
6 more sacks will be given up. I think not 6.
Their D-line is going to punish Eli.
And I think Texans are one of the better defeated teams so far. Like, yeah, they haven't won, but they to me are
they
ready
played
to
the
go.
Patriots and who else?
Titans,
nigga. Yeah. You see it.
That sounds good right now, but about week 7.
Yeah. It don't matter.
When y'all 3
Who covered last week? Who covered last week?
Yeah, I did.
All right, Chargers, Rams.
Rams. This is a tough one. Battle of the city.
Phillip Rivers is the kind of quarterback that the Rams that ain't going.
You can't go against the Rams right now.
Oh no, I'm not going against them.
They got some.
The Rams are going to win the game
in Coliseum, man.
Are they going to win by 10?
Most definitely, they're going to crash them.
30-20, something like that. I can see that.
I could see that. Now that you said it out loud.
Like 32.
Because the Rams is going to get that 30. They average 30 points.
Chargers first half, maybe. They come out, make a good effort, and then they get blitzed.
I don't see that.
No, you got to think Phillip Rivers is going to put up the points.
He's a good first
that D-line and them corners. What are you going to do?
So, wait, your pick is Rams.
Definitely. But you got to think the Raiders even moved the ball in the first half.
Rams.
What's your pick?
Rams.
I think I like...
Come on,
it depends on where the spread lands. It depends if
it's at 7 right now, man. Yeah, the Rams have given us no reason to bet against them.
Right.
But the Chargers are the best team that they've played so far. And if they could lose the game, they could lose this game.
No, they're definitely not losing this game. We talking about whether or not they're going to cover. They're not losing this game at all.
They could lose the game.
Not this one.
I don't see them losing.
Plus 7.
I'm torn on the cover.
Put me down for Chargers, man.
I'm
rocking with Phillip. I'm rocking with the other LA team. Put me down for Chargers.
They don't even get. They're not LA. They Carson.
Carson. Oh, I really like this next game. Arizona hosting the Chicago Bears. Currently plus 5.5.
Please don't say nothing crazy, bro.
I'm taking Cardinals. I'm definitely taking Cardinals.
What is wrong with you?
Wait. So we didn't even talk about this. Let's back up to last week.
Here's another combo where I'm not even wasting breath.
Round table.
Bears.
Rams minus 13 or something like that last week. What did we tell you, bro? They're going to drag them.
Bro,
they didn't score.
They didn't.
They didn't look like they had a chance to score.
And he'd be so adamant about it.
Like, divisional, this, that. No, bro.
They're averaging 3 points a game.
0.
Hey.
Alan, if you watch this, you was on Facebook talking about
divisional.
Yeah, they still got defense. Nah, they got no offense. Extent.
The Cardinals right now look like they are right behind the Bills, bro.
So your pick is Chicago.
Chi-Town.
And that defense,
Chicago. No,
the
let me tell you why.
It's universal, bro. That travels home road.
Okay, but listen. Arizona is on a short week. Chicago's on a short week. Arizona's at home. And Trubisky ain't all that that, bro.
They got Khalil Mack.
The Cardinals only scored
the Rams better be happy if they can get another 3 to 6 points. They're
going to score a touchdown this week. They're going to score 2 touchdowns this week.
Because they scored 2 in the past 2 weeks?
No, they're going to score 2
in
touchdowns
2
this
weeks,
week.
bro.
David Johnson is going to get in the zone. Larry Fitz is going to get in the zone.
That's a lot.
No, this is not happening.
This is not happening.
Bro. If they get an interception,
I'm telling you right now.
What you're doing is selling yourself, bro.
I'm not selling myself.
Sure. They only have 3 points in 2 weeks, and you expect them to...
Yeah,
that's not going to continue. They're obviously going to score something. They could lose 20-10 though, easy.
Refresh, big dog.
20-10. 20-10. Nah.
I can see that.
I can see
16-20. He can get you 20 points.
Bradford's going to score 2 touchdowns this week. Arizona's going to score 2 touchdowns.
He might sneeze and get hurt.
Bro,
they're going to get 2 touchdowns
on the season.
Ooh. So what? It's a long season. It's a long season, bro.
What's the next game?
Hey, put me down. Arizona plus the 5.5.
Put that in bold so we can talk about it next week.
Hey, man, we're going to talk about them all next week. Put me down for Arizona. Next one, Cowgirls in Seattle.
Stay away. Don't even invest your time.
I'm not even gonna watch
energy.
Bum fight.
Waste of a bankroll. Waste of a unit.
Even though I don't want them to win, I think they're a better team right now.
But would you be surprised if Seattle beat them?
Bro, this is professional football. You can't be surprised if anybody beats anybody.
For the sake of the question, bro, y'all don't know for sure who's going to win the game, let alone cover, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying when I ask that.
Yeah, but we always think we know who we think is going to win. I think Seattle's going to win that game.
I think Dallas is going to win.
I think Seattle at home, we know they got a good home field advantage. Dallas can't throw the ball like that, so all Seattle has to do is stop the run.
They threw the ball on the first play of the game.
One pass. He got one pass.
That's all it took.
All right. Okay. He got the one pass. So I think Seattle could beat them. At home, yeah, come on. Give me Russell at the house. He's going to play better. That defense is good. They got the Griffin brothers out there running around.
Last week he had 2 picks.
Had 2 picks last week.
Wilson, didn't he get sacked like 6 times?
That's true.
Yeah. They're leading the sacks in the league.
And Dallas leads in the league. That's what I'm saying. It's too many variables in this game. I can't call it. I can't touch it.
You can't touch it, so you can't call it. Well, I'll call Seattle. You gonna pick it or no?
I'll go Cowboys.
Cowboys, no pick.
I can't have this one on my record.
Bro, you're gonna either be right or wrong.
This could be a tie.
You're either gonna be right or wrong, and even if it's a tie, you won't lose.
This next one is tough.
What?
Or is it?
I don't think you guys are gonna like my answer. So I might tell you what my answer is.
So
Pats versus Lions.
That means it's not tough. That means take the Pats.
Right. Simple.
Yeah, I gotta go Pats here.
TB12.
This next one is tough.
On the road,
Off
-7.
the L, my nigga.
So if you were saying are they gonna win, yes.
He's gonna blow them
Blow
out.
the doors off them.
Blow the doors off.
They just took a embarrassing L to a rival.
Yeah, I don't know about blow the doors off of them, but I'm going to take Patriots with the 7 points.
Yeah,
Quick score alert. No score, but it's 4th and 10. Jets are on their own 25-yard line.
Interception.
Ooh.
Intercepted by
Interception.
Degenerates.
Hey, man.
Interception. Browns second half.
So I'm gonna tell y'all one quick story about the adjusted line. Plus 285 tonight. If you took Browns minus 10.5, I know they're not going to try to score, but if they do score a touchdown right here in this last minute and a half, they will cover the adjusted line.
They're in field.
They'd have to like break
Across the field. They're on
BS run.
They're on the Jets' 43-yard line right now.
Yeah, but they're just gonna try to kneel it out.
You know what's about to be so crazy? They're about to crown Baker.
Oh, yeah, as they should.
Skip is gonna go on a
Tyrod, you almost
Hey.
flushed my dough down.
Hey, they're about to crown Baker. He just came back for the second half, won, all that good stuff.
Skip
17
Bayless
for
is gonna
23,
be
201 yards.
Easy.
What?
Tyrod wasn't moving shit.
I think they got to get a first down before they can knee it all out. They got their time
one
out.
first down,
One
they
first
can need
down.
out.
So maybe they get lucky and break one and cover
But
the
that's
adjusted
crazy.
line.
But yeah, come on, y'all. We running out of time. We running out of time.
Let's get through these last two. We
got
already
5
said
picks.
Patriots versus Lions. And y'all said everybody's Patriots except me.
Yeah, I'm definitely Patriots.
And I probably won't even take the +7. I'm gonna take the Lions on the upset.
Money line?
Yeah.
Money line.
You crazy, bro.
After a loss?
Sunday night football after a loss, Tom Brady. Bruh.
It's just the Patriots.
Prime
after a loss.
time. You know, Tom.
And they
you know,
going against
you know
their
Tom
offensive
in prime
coordinator.
time, bro. That's a rule. You got to take time in prime
I
time.
can't necessarily say
They're
that.
going against their offensive coordinator, too, as well.
I thought he was defensive coordinator.
Defensive coordinator, my bad.
Yeah, no, I think, Belichick.
Yeah, and Matt, people, the dudes on the team don't even like Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
That's I keep forgetting that the Lions are in shambles, bro. This is about to be a
The
ransack.
Lions are in
They don't
shambles.
even. They saying he can't even relate to the players. He don't even talk to the players.
Yeah, he's
as
a
the
bum.
head coach.
So, yeah, I think we were all in the same car on Patriots except Mace. He's going to
And
go.
Macy, do you know Belichick's record against his proteges? It's way above 500.
Never lost.
Never lost.
Never lost.
Against his proteges.
never lost.
Daniels, Romeo Cornell, Vrabel, the dude from the Texans.
It's first time for everything, fellas.
That's what you banking on?
That's
Come
why
on,
I said I'm
bro.
gonna take the money line. This is just me to catch a +350.
Flush and
It's not
cheese,
like I think
flushing cheese away, but
Hey.
we'll see though. Hey, they got to
Hey.
play the games.
they tend to say I got
Last
the
game
money,
of
I
the
can afford
week,
it.
Monday night special, Steelers in Tampa Bay.
This will be a stay away from me.
This
Bro,
is
you got like
Fitzmagic.
7 stayaways, bro.
Team
We
Tampa.
talked about narrowing it down, focusing
But
in
we're
on your
making
main
hypothetical
ones.
picks here.
As
and
long as Jameis
we're not
is
going to
not
take
the
all the
quarterback,
games, but we're picking all the games.
The Bucks.
Just for the people.
I'm taking Fitzmagic.
as long
Bucks.
as
Pittsburgh don't look
Bucks.
like they don't have it.
Bucks.
Bucks.
As long as Le'Veon's live, I'm taking the Bucks.
who the fuck do the Steelers think they are to take him off the roster completely? They don't care about my fantasies. My points, what I need.
That means they're going to trade him.
I guess so.
I think means they're going to trade him, but I think, hey, the Steelers got to cut it on at some point. I think I'm going to take Steelers here. I'm 0-2
I
with
told
the
you
Steelers.
that Ben and the Steelers are not good in September. You just got to keep an eye on that. They usually wouldn't go 0-3 or whatever.
2 right now. Oh, 1-1.
0-1. So 0-2-1. I guess if they were to lose it, but hey, man, just saying.
Just saying. Okay. All right. So that's going to do it for this week, week 2.
I know we don't have a lot of time, but I'm gonna just tell y'all. I've been running my numbers so far in this season,
Yeah.
and I encourage all of our gamblers to do the same. Try to identify which bets you're better at and which ones you suck at.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm doing really good in college football and terrible in NFL.
But what specifically in NFL? Like, is it first halves? Is it fulls?
I can just tell you, I've
Over-unders.
taken way too many NFL picks in general. So I was looking at somebody on covers who had done like 7 bets. I've done like 30. And there just haven't been enough good games. I've been just bored, and I took like 12 bets on Sunday. Or I was last week. I'm trying to chase and catch up for a certain week. You can't do it. We talked about all these games. We need to only bet 2 or 3 and be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the no
Yeah,
pick,
no,
no pick,
set
no
the
pick,
price
no
and
pick,
live
no
your
pick.
life.
And yeah, right. So that just goes back to our degenerate rule, discipline, man. What we do is we preach bankroll discipline results. So yeah, take your 2 or 3 games and you stick with it. You know, you have to be disciplined. You can't take every game. Yeah, we talked about every game, but we're not going to take every game. You're going to take your 2 or 3 best games and you just lock in, roll with those, and you're going to move on to next week. Because you know you are probably going to bet second halves. You're probably going to take a live, and you know that's it. So you might as well just lock in on your couple games and just stick with it. Stick with it. You know. Anything else you guys want to say before we get out of here, man?
Roll Tide.
Oh, roll, motherfucker! Hey, we definitely didn't touch on Bama, but hey, them Bama boys are scorching it right now. Yeah, in fact, we didn't talk about any college this week, but we'll get to college next week. But yeah, Bama's been on the heater. I actually kind of like Texas A&M, keep it 100 this week, plus the 26. But we'll see how that is. For those college picks, make sure you follow us on IG. We post them. Follow us on Facebook. You can get them there. Be sure to follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ask Smart Degenerates. You can catch us on Morris Media every Thursday at 7:30. We want to thank Morris Media again for having us. Thank you to our followers, our supporters, squad. Thanks for tuning in.
Until next week.
Hey.
The Consortium of Health and Military Performance, also known as CHAMP, of the Uniformed Services University of Health and Science, known as USUHS, is conducting a study to understand a possible genetic link between sickle cell trait, known as SCT, and exercise-related events, known as EREs, such as exertional rhabdomyolysis, muscle damage, heat stroke, and or collapse. We are inviting African-American men and women with sickle cell trait and their family members to participate. Participating in the study will require you to complete a health history questionnaire, a form authorizing our study physician to gather health information from you and your healthcare provider, as well as a one-time blood donation. In order to qualify for the study, you must meet the following criteria: be African American, be sickle cell trait positive, be able to read, speak, and understand English, be between the ages of 18 and 80, and currently not being treated for any mental or psychological disorders. Participation is completely voluntary, and your decision will not impact your healthcare. The results for this study are for research purposes only and are not intended to directly benefit any individual for confidentiality reasons. However, the results of this study are intended to help better shape policies and associated health risks affecting the SCT community. Participants may be compensated for their time. To join the study, or if you would like additional information regarding the study, please contact the study team by phone, area code 240-479-9514, or email sctstudy-ggg@usuhs.edu.